Hey guys, I'm Devin DeLima, and this week I wanted to talk about something that I've been talking about a lot on my channel and in previous videos, and they've done really well. And some people have been asking me for update videos or just asking what's going on. So that's what this is. So if this is gonna be your type of thing, stick around and make sure that you check out the playlist up here to see if there are other videos out there that you might really enjoy if you're looking for something like this. So this is an Invisalign update video. I thought that my next Invisalign video was going to be a like before and after or something like that. It's unfortunately not. I'm a little frustrated, but I'm really not frustrated about it, and I'll explain why. So essentially what happened from my last video, which is where I got my refinements and I started these new trays, and after that I was just going to be done and everything was going to be hunky-dory great. The refinements happened and there is still a tooth back here that even with refinements still cannot be put into the right place. It is like so close to the right place though. It's like if your mouth is generally supposed to be like this, right? It's like it goes like this and then there's just like a little tiny bump and then it goes back. And that honestly doesn't really bother me that much, but I spoke with my orthodontist about it, kind of seeing what are my options here, what are the things that we could do for it. Turns out the way that the tooth came in originally was kind of slanted, and from that alone, the rest of the bone in my face kind of grew around it and solidified. In order to move it into the right place, they'd have to move the root, because essentially the root is like this, so you can only ever get it like this. Now, in order to move it, you'd have to move it like this to get it right, right? In order to do that, there was something she explained to me with like a magnet on one side and then a magnet like on the other side, and they'd have to like be pulling together somehow. Or there's the option of putting like a button there and a button on the tooth directly like down from it, and they'd have to like pull it down and kind of like, it'd be a whole process and it'd be like pretty painful. She was very frank about that. So personally, it doesn't bug me, so I'm not gonna really worry about that one. The other tooth that I was kind of concerned about was this tooth right here, I believe it is. It just felt like it was a little bit further back from the rest of my teeth. When we talked about everything, I kind of told her like, hey, I'm not super stoked on the results of Invisalign. Like, it's so close, but I know that I'm paying X amount of money for this every month, so you know, I'm still trying to pay this off, so can we just like get it right? But at that point they had actually, without asking me, just scanned me for my retainers, because they were like, okay, let's just, you know, you're done, hooray, let's scan you for retainers. And I hadn't really thought about what that meant, which was that everything was going to be like canceled out, everything was going to be done, whatever. So they told me when my retainers were supposed to come in. I made an appointment, and I kind of spent like the next 6 weeks kind of, you know, trying to talk myself into this is how my teeth are supposed to look, and they look great, and maybe I'm just being too picky and stuff like that, which I still think that there's definitely room for me to think of that and believe that, because I think that that's partially still true. But from there, I went in and my orthodontist was like, okay, so I actually canceled your retainers because of the conversation you and I had, and I wanted to make sure that you really got the money's worth. So here are 8 new trays. They're just 8 like little tiny refinements to move around a couple teeth. The one that doesn't bug me, she just kind of put in like a false like outline of a tooth in the tray, so that as the tooth comes out of the gum, because when you're moving the teeth, apparently they recede into the gum and then afterwards they like come back out. I guess they get like scared or something. From there, as it's falling out, it'll probably fall into the tray the right way it's supposed to, and then it might actually move, and then it'll be that way on my actual retainer. So over time, over years and years and years with my retainers and stuff, wearing them consistently every night and things like that, chances are that tooth's gonna have like a micro movement back to like, or I should not say back, to exactly where it needs to go. And then she saw the other tooth that I was kind of concerned about. She showed me on like the 3D scan and stuff. And I looked at it too, and she was like, see, on the 3D scan, it says that it's supposed to be like right in line and perfect. But you're right, it's a little further back, just a tad. So I'm actually going to pull it a little further up, like front than I normally would, because then it will probably read cosmetically totally flesh. And that's just the shape of the tooth, stuff like that. So yeah, that's my Invisalign update right there. There's just very tiny little movements and little things to be done. I will say that the people I go to, I am very happy that I chose them, you know, for this moment alone, because my orthodontist very easily could have been like, well, it can't please everyone, and just moved on. But she didn't, which is great. And I'm very, very appreciative of that. Even if I'm the customer, you know, customer service is not, you know, people always say that the customer is always right, stuff like that. And I, as someone who was in customer service for a very, very long time, that's not always true. So I understand the mindset of, well, I'm the professional, I know better. And she could have very easily done that. She didn't, and I'm so appreciative of that, no matter how much money I'm paying. Just the humanity there is very nice. Other than that, I'm hoping that once this is all said and done after these 8 weeks, so like around July-ish, I'll be completely done with Invisalign. From there, I have looked into a couple things that I'll just be honest with you about. One of them is getting a gingivectomy, which is where they just remove parts of the gum to make these two, wait, where is it? Yeah, these two teeth a little bit slender, a little bit longer looking. There's actually pieces of those teeth missing from being behind my other teeth, and from grinding my teeth, it's just gone. So I'm hoping to, you know, do something with that. From there, after that's done, I think I'm gonna get them whitened. And then from there, I'm considering, and this, I haven't made a decision on this, but I'm considering getting porcelain veneers on those two teeth. I went in for like a consultation about it. It was a lot more money than I was expecting for two teeth. They, you know, quoted me at like $3,500. That's insane to me. But now, you know, and I really started thinking about it being like, look, if I'm gonna like hate my teeth for the rest of my life, and maybe it's something that's such an easy fix, like life is too short not to spend money on yourself for it. And it's very interesting because it's, you know, I get a little scared because I'm afraid that I'm gonna be so into this whole tooth thing that eventually I'm just gonna have all fake teeth, and then I'll be like, I'm perfect, but then I won't feel perfect, so then I'll have to like do, you know what I mean? I feel like there's a slippery slope, so I'm gonna let stuff just sit for a little bit and try to figure that out. But there is a little bit of a timeline on that needs to happen, because in order for them to scan me for my retainers, all my like dental work needs to be completed because the teeth are going to be totally different shapes. So I have some thinking to do on that. So if anyone who is watching these have had porcelain veneers or considered them, please comment down below. I would love to have a conversation with you about them. And if I do something like that, I will definitely keep you guys informed on that, because I know a lot of people who do Invisalign end up doing porcelain veneers, or they end up doing some sort of other step afterward, whether it is the whitening or anything like that. And I think it's really interesting because there aren't as many resources out there as you would think there would be for a lot of this stuff. Like, for example, I didn't know that Invisalign worked the way it did. I didn't know that there were attachments. I didn't know that there were buttons. I didn't know that there was rubber bands involved. I didn't know any of that before I did it. And I hope that some of my videos have helped you guys be a lot better informed about what is and is not a part of Invisalign. So yeah, thank you guys for going on this journey with me. So hopefully next time that I see you guys, it will be because I am done with Invisalign. Maybe I'll be so in love with it, I won't want anything else to be done. That's very much so a possibility. It's a slim possibility because I'm such a perfectionist. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about Invisalign, anything that you have experienced with Invisalign that maybe I have or haven't, or you know, Excelident, I did a video on that. There's a lot of different things with Invisalign. I think that it's an industry that is booming right now. So there's a lot of quick developments. So if you guys hear something, or if I say something that's probably not true anymore for you guys, just, you know, let me know. I would love to be informed on it. If you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I put out new videos every single Saturday. So also on this channel, every Saturday I upload usually like vloggy type skit comedy things. And during the weeks on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I've been doing what's called Ranger reviews, which is like reviews of, I've started doing of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which is, you know, my nerd side coming out hard. So it's really fun. It's really funny. It's something that I really enjoy writing the scripts for and editing and doing. So if you guys are into anything like that, please, please, please check them out. And again, please hit subscribe. I love talking to you guys, and I love having the interaction with you guys. So until next time, I will see you guys next week for another brand new video. Later.